Man. Look at little brother. Little brother trying to build his little bloodline up. Trying to be like the tribal chief. But the difference is just not clicking, bro. And not taking away the talents of Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins is a very talented guy, one of the most hardest working guys in the current system. He can actually cut great promos. But it seems as though with this faction, they did this because they didn't really have no long-term plan. See, this is the bad part of Triple H's booking, is when you book for just moments, and now you got to figure out what you're going to do after the moment. And it's a clear indication that they're just wiggling it weekly by weekly. There's really no long-term plan. And it's not really giving me dominance, this faction. Is they didn't even have a name yet. Like, yeah, you give a tsunami here and there on LA Knight, but when you saw the Bloodline running things, they was straight running things. They was straight bullying motherfuckers. They were beating, they were kicking everybody's ass. They was taking everybody's belts. And they look cool doing it. See, one thing that we see in wrestling, when the business sees something cool that just take off organically, you're going to see copycats. You see Moxley trying to do, AEW trying to do the same thing with his faction, the heel faction. But the difference is, they ain't seen as cool. And if anything, the ratings reflect on that. It gotta be cool, and it also gotta draw money. And see, the problem is with Seth's stable is they still don't play the heel role. Why are you serenading this guy's theme? He's supposed to be the bad guy. Why you want people to sing your song? See, the problem is with a lot of heels today is they don't commit to the heel character. Now, Roman Reigns, he just happened to look like a character that could be a dick. And he kicked ass, but he was cool. And also, he had the traits of a leader. That's why the Bloodline stood together for years. And yeah, you see this guy Seth Rollins. I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I'm going to take over this business. Everybody going to take this business. I'm going to kill CM Punk. He don't even come across as a leader like that. You know what I'm saying? All that whining and shit. And it's like, y'all should be running roughshod. And even though it's like they trying to do, they doing it in spurts. Like you don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too is that you're not giving Paul Heyman the mic time. See, Paul Heyman is still acting like the Bloodline Paul Heyman in a way. When you making that introduction, don't even do that. Because when you get the crowd chanting with you, it's defeating the purpose. See, the guys back in the day, they ain't mind being heels, man. Let me tell y'all a little quick story, man. How I met Big Van Vader and Ravishing Rick Rude at the airport in 1993. And Rick Rude, he was a dick. He was an asshole, man. But I understood the protocol. I knew he was working. Same with Vader. Vader gave me a nice little pound here and there when I wanted my autograph. But Rude just looked at me and just said, "Get out of my way, you little snot." And I said, you know what? I ain't going to get mad. Rude is working. Because that's what we see on TV. These guys don't know how to commit to character no more. The crowd shouldn't be chanting for Braun Breaker to do the dog bark, man. It should be none of that. Somebody in that group got to be the one that keeps the heat on them. Even when the other guys look cool. That's what the NWO had with Hulk Hogan. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were going to get cheered because they were cool. But Hollywood Hogan was the glue that kept that heat on them. Paul Heyman needs to be the glue to keep the heat on that faction so that way they can get over. But until then, little brother, you can't build no bloodline like the tribal chief, man. I'm sorry. It's showing in the numbers. It's showing in the interest. It's showing in the pile of bodies that y'all trying to leave in y'all path. But y'all ain't got no gold. Y'all ain't got no gold, man. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Subscribe, hit the like button. Peace.